Just kidding, there's nothing in here. I just needed an intro and I didn't know what to do. Hopefully my mic is picking things up, hopefully the camera's recording, hopefully my lighting is consistent. My name is Emily, and this summer I had the most wonderful opportunity to work at IBM. I was working with the Cloud Pak for Data user management team as a backend developer intern, and today I just wanted to share my stories regarding that. Any of the work that I did, anything that I learned, and then everything else that was a part of the internship. Transition. So I started at IBM with very minimal backend experience, but what I did have was a can-do attitude. It's like so often joked about and it's such a cliche, but I think as an intern it's so important to have a good attitude. So I came in determined to make some friends, I wanted to learn as much as I can, and I wanted to be an active participant in my team. Throughout my internship I learned about RESTful APIs, Kubernetes, Docker, I had practice with Git, I used Postman, did I say Kubernetes? Docker, Node.js, I don't know anymore. But IBM also has this opportunity for employees to do their own learning, and so you learn badges or certificates, and I completed, there was a design thinker badge as well as a artificial intelligence team thinking badge, and it's so great that IBM encourages IBMers to learn new things and be constantly trying to improve themselves, because ultimately like that's how you stay at the forefront of cutting edge technology and at the forefront of innovation, right? An unusual takeaway from this internship was that I made my first YouTube video and I learned to do some simple animations in iMovie. So why does IBM encourage learning? Like, besides, you know, learning helps you be a better person, it gives you better world perspective, but ultimately it's to apply that learning to the work that we do. So as I was learning to use those new tools, I was also working on a few enhancements for my team. The first thing I worked on was a logger utility. It logged any like successful or unsuccessful API calls to the console. So initially the logs looked like this, and after a quick makeover they looked like this. Ooh, look at that color. Ooh, the date, And so after that I just updated all the console logs throughout the codebase so that all of the logs would be standardized and they'd be in this format. So it'd be easier for developers to debug, if there were any issues, like it's easy to read. And then I implemented an alternative method for authentication for an internal service using Kubernetes secrets and environment variables. And now, with my last week, I'm working to expose a new API to enable and disable the default admin. It's still a work in progress. Hopefully I can finish that this week. And honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this work without the help of my team. Everyone was so helpful answering my questions. They give me honest feedback. They treated me like a peer, obviously a peer that needed a lot of help, but they were super patient with me, and I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without them. Besides my main contributions to my team, I also tried to be a part of the IBM community by participating in the Intern Hackathon. Links will be down in the doobly-doo. By signing up for coffee chats, and also by making the break room. Just a Slack channel where fellow interns can have casual conversations with each other. Honestly, I really would have liked to have gotten to know everyone better, so feel free to find me on socials, LinkedIn and Instagram, and we can be friends. These past 7 weeks at IBM have been so amazing. I couldn't have been more happy with my experience at IBM, although it is a shame that the internship was cut short from 12 weeks to 8 weeks and it was made remote because of Regardless, I'd like to say thank you to every single person who made it possible for us interns to have this experience. I'm truly, truly grateful, and hopefully we'll have the opportunity to work together in the future. Thanks, IBM!